Shy and make it halftime. Dave Rice's team, you got to give him credit. I think their half-court defense was very solid. They didn't get crazy. They didn't foul. Wyoming's only taking 2 free throws. Good job by UNLV defensively.
Running Rebels are 14-0 this year when leading at the half. They start the second with a 4-point advantage on the Cowboys. Both teams 2-2 in the Mountain West. Wyoming coming off a huge win over San Diego State as a foul is called in Wyoming. Bennett goes down to the ground, while UNLV got tripped up at Colorado State last Saturday.
Well, here Bennett puts it on the ground, doesn't, no help there at all, which obviously hurt. And what happens in that situation is Josh Adams has to give a little bit of help on that drive there, and he just let him go.
Anthony Bennett with 7 points in the first half. The Canadian will ride the A train, having a phenomenal freshman season.
I used to ride the real A train to school every day in high school in the Bronx.
Bennett makes them both. That matches his point total from the last 2 games. Double figures the first 17 and then 9 the last 2. Adams finds Washington, baseline on Birch, kicks it out to Gilmore. Gilmore resets for Wyoming with 9 on the shot clock. Great defense by Birch to poke it loose. And there's 6 seconds to shoot.
And that's one of the problems with this Wyoming team. At the end of the shot clock, they don't really have break them down type players on the perimeter. So it'll be interesting to see where they go with 6 seconds.
Nance Jr. out to Washington. He'll fire a 3. It's good. He needed that one.
I guess that's where they went. They couldn't get somebody to go off the dribble because they don't have that, so they fired a 3 and made it.
2 for 6 now from deep for Washington.
One of the positives when you're constantly playing packed-in man-to-man defense is in your position to take a charge. Leonard Washington, right where he's supposed to be, standing in the middle of the lane. UNLV drives into the middle, charge.
Goes on the freshman Caton Reinhardt. Wyoming working it around the perimeter. 1:20 into the second half. Adams launches, can't hit. Reinhardt the easy rebound.
Adams has really been struggling.
0 for 3 from the floor.
But Wyoming doing a great job of getting back on defense. Imagine no fast break points for the running Rebels. No points off turnovers. That's unheard of.
Birch inside. Good defense from Washington. Knocked out, and a foul is called. And that's going on Moser. That's his second.
Leonard Washington is very good at holding his ground. You saw him take a charge before. That time he just gets his arm straight up in the air and goes after the ball.
Our John Rothstein sent out a tweet earlier tonight, Coach. This is really a chess match, is what he said. Trying to pick and pick your poison with the tempo. Can you get out on the break? There's a lot of strategy going into this game tonight.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Both these coaches, and Dave Rice is making an adjustment of, I think it's going to be hard for us to just turn these guys over, run up and down. So let's play solid defense and beat them at their game, which they're still ahead right now. But Wyoming in the hunt.
Washington in on Moser, lost it. And a foul is called on Moser.
Wow, I thought that could have been an offensive foul by Leonard Washington to start with. Dave Rice, you don't usually see him this upset.
That's the 3rd foul on Moser.
I mean, he buried his shoulder on it. It looked to me like Moser was holding his ground on this play. Yeah, I think if you're not going to call the charge there, you don't call anything, you let it go. I think that's a play on if you don't want to call the charge.
Dave Rice fired up.
Yeah, you don't see
wow. Chucked a towel on the sideline. You're right. You don't see that very often from Dave Rice.
No, and I think he's justified right here. You get 3 fouls on Moser on a bad call when Leonard Washington should have picked up a foul for an offensive, and it goes the other way. 2 foul shots. That's a tough one to swallow.
Two-point lead for UNLV. Here's Bennett on the wing. Finds Thomas with the flush.
Well, that time was a good double team, but nobody rotated to the other guy diving to the basket.
The freshman with the dish, and it's back up to 4. Quintrell Thomas, born on February 21st, 1990. Why is that significant? He's the only UNLV player on the roster who was alive when the Runnin' Rebels won the title in 90. Gilmore, 3. Front of the rim. Rebound to Reinhardt. Bennett, jumper. Good. Bennett back in double figures.
It makes that look easy.
He's got 11. The lead up to 6. UNLV looking for its 9th straight home win. Adams hasn't hit today. Tried to kick it out, deflected away by Bennett, right to Gilmore. 5 on the shot clock. Gilmore puts it up, and he connects.
There is Gilmore.
That was a big basket.
Quiets the crowd a little bit here at the Thomas & Mack Center.
But when you play the style Wyoming plays, it's hard for the crowd to just stand there and watch a team pass, pass, pass.
Deshaun Jones turns it over.
This is a take the wind out of the crowd type style.
9 turnovers for UNLV. Washington wants another 3.
He's not bashful.
No, he was not. And Coach, we said this in the first half. It's still true here in the second half. Only 3 Wyoming players have scored as Reinhardt hits from the outside.
Well, UNLV likes to do that. They like to post up Anthony Marshall, and if any kind of help comes, he throws it out of the post like he's playing center point guard.
2 hours before the game, there was 1 player taking shots on the court, and that 1 player was Caden Reinhardt. Gilmore spins inside, and he travels. Just the 3rd turnover on the night for Wyoming. But Reinhardt's 3 has given UNLV a 7-point lead on the Cowboys.